Most Filipinos have multiple phone numbers. I think most people who have raised teenagers will agree that it's hard. There's almost always something that you don't see eye to eye with, and when they become teenagers is usually when they're willing to start pushing back on those things that you don't see eye to eye. Right now we're having this problem about an iPhone. My 14-year-old wants an iPhone, but we don't want to give it to her. I'm really happy with her having a Gab phone. Actually, I would love for them to have no phone. I just feel like phones create so many social issues. It's a different world than the one we grew up in. And it's different in the Philippines. Phones are different there. So when you ask your OFS for their phone number, make sure you get both of their phone numbers. My OFS, Julia, wrote to me about them having two phone numbers. Here's what she says. There are two leading cell carriers in the Philippines, Globe Telecom and Smart Philippines. Both also happen to be the largest internet service providers in the Philippines. So both carriers are supposed to provide nationwide coverage, but there are some places where one has a stronger signal over the other. Sometimes you don't even have to travel far to lose the signal of one carrier and pick it up from the other. Because of this, it makes more sense for us to get two SIM cards, one from Globe and the other from Smart. Dual SIM phones are very popular here because it makes it easier to carry both in one phone. Having the SIM of both carriers ensures that we stay connected no matter where we are. Another advantage of having the SIMs to both networks, we'll know which ISP is stronger or out of service. This information is so important that we have a local virtual assistants Facebook group where we mainly talk about which carrier or ISP is down or slow that day. For example, if we know that Globe is down in some areas, we would take out our backup Smart internet and move to an area where we know Smart has a stronger signal. For the most part, the system works. We can keep working because there's always a backup. You only hear us complain that the internet is down when both ISPs are out. So my team doesn't complain all that much anymore about the internet being down. It used to be an issue, but infrastructure I think has gotten better, and maybe they don't complain because they've figured out that having two SIM cards with, they carry a backup internet in their pocket works really well for them. And so internet's good. However, like she says, for the most part, it works. Internet will still go out. They will still have downtime. Another thing to consider in this is if your OFS is paying for two SIM cards to make sure they can work, you might consider an internet stipend for them. It's completely not necessary, just something to consider.